Hi Dierdre, welcome to your assembly guide video, part 1. We're going to go through Unit A here in double time, just to catch you up on how it's going to reassemble on the other side of the Atlantic. As you can see here, the boys have identified their first part. Probably worth identifying all the parts from the drawings before you get moving. It's a case of identifying the parts and then just firing stuff together. It's a pretty quick process. We'll have Allen keys, as you can see us using here, provided for the job, and all the parts will be, if not labelled, will certainly be identifiable. The boys are starting here with a lower shelf on Unit A, and they are attaching the legs to the underside, dropping it into place. And then we've got some spacing parts that will cover where the glass door is going to run. Oh, sorry, will sit behind where the glass door is going to run. And again, the boys are just dropping them in and tightening up the keys in the sockets of the parts. And then they're going to drop the unit into place. Notice on this one that the bottom two shelves will have the glass door tracks fitted to them, which should help you identify which is the top of the bottom. If you can't figure it out, if you notice that the top there doesn't have a set of wall plate fixings in the center on the top side, that's the easiest way to figure out which one's which. We're going to key them into place and they'll be ready for the doors now. We're going to give a quick door demonstration now, and then we're going to take them back out while we install the rest of the unit. This is just to ensure that if there are any fixings that aren't quite as tight as they should be or could be, that the unit won't then twist or turn and put an unnecessary pressure on the glass panels. So we'll check them early on, then we'll take them out, put the top on, secure that, and then put them back in. And we'd recommend you do the same on the two units with glass parts. See, Mike here is just using his tape measure to just double check the space for the doors, and you'll notice that we slide them in from the end. We've fitted some caps on the ends of the track in order to stop the glass doors from coming out once they're fitted. There's two ways that you could navigate this. You'll probably either the easiest way is to take them out, fit the doors, and then refit the end stops. However, if you prefer to keep the end stops in, you can actually release the tracks from the small screws and the top, and you can then fit the glass doors to the base track, lift the doors up together with the top track fitted, and then reapply it into the top surface of the top shelf. It'll become more apparent when you're working with it, or your team are working with it. But for the purpose of speed and efficiency, we'd recommend taking the ends off and sliding the doors in as so, and then give them a little bit of back and forth. So you can see here the Mike's actually found that the doors are a little tighter than he was expecting, so what he's going to do is just using that key again, is going to just raise the door a little. He's going to give himself a couple of extra millimeters, which is easily done in these sockets, just to ensure that he gets that really organic slide. And there it is. Just going to pass this door across the front now. And then they'll just slide back and forth on the bearings on the bottom track. and as I mentioned previously, we're going to take them out just to ensure that any potential changes in pressure and load bearing on the unit doesn't end up impacting the doors in any way. A couple of ladders for this next part, as it's going to be a lift over head height. I recommend some good strong people for lifting this. You'll notice when we do this, we have one at either end of the unit lifting up, and another just guiding the tubes in as well. Those 4 tubes that are standing there haven't been fully fixed into the bottom parts of their of the setups, just so that we can get this little bit of wiggle room to get them in a shape. But luckily it went in pretty quickly. See how it just dropped into place there, and the same again. And at this point we would recommend getting the back up on that ladder and fixing those 4 top fixings to the wall and securing them fully. Then it's just a case of bringing over the ladder and using it as you need to use it, and putting the glass doors back in. That should just about cover Unit 1, Unit A. I'm going to go back over Unit B as a video as well, and Unit C is also a fairly similar process of just adding stuff up as you go. Great, and there it is, fully assembled. Any questions before you get started, feel free to get in touch, and we can go over this video as a guide to what you might need to do.